Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Tasanaki, and in this video I'm working on the last week of March. I'm finally back in my bullet journal. Let me tell you, I have been neglecting my bullet journal for a solid 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. I don't know how it happened because I did a really good job in February, I did a good job in January, and then I don't know, I just put my bullet journal down and kind of walked away, for lack of a better description. So first off, of course, I grabbed my sticker binders and I kind of went through, and while I was looking for things to use just for the week, I had intended to just only do one 2-page spread. I have a pretty typical, like I usually use the same like 2 or 3, maybe just 2 layouts because it's just easier for me and more efficient. I do spend some time decorating my bullet journal, but really I get a lot of like work done and I use it so much. So while I was looking for stuff to decorate for the week, I was also looking for stickers to be able to do my April 2-page spread. And you will see that coming up in the next video that I publish, so keep an eye out for that. I did find a few stickers that I kind of forgot about. River Street Stickers has these like Rainbow Brite themed stickers, which I love Rainbow Brite when I was a kid. If you are around my age, you know what I'm talking about. And I just love those theme stickers. And I also discovered at the same time that those stickers in the front of this particular sticker binder are all Hobonichi cousin size. And I had a thought where I was like, maybe I need to buy a Hobonichi cousin to use my stickers. How ridiculous is that? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not ridiculous. Maybe it's just normal and regular. And that is something that I should actually do. Of course, I love my bullet journal and I also use the Google Calendar. So really the thing is picking out what I want to use and just sticking with that because I don't want to buy something that I don't use. So I thought, okay, do I need to buy a Hobonichi cousin? Need, whatever that means. But also I was looking at the Get to Work book, which is a planner created by a military spouse. And I just got an email from her. I'm on her newsletter list, and she is retiring the Get to Work book at the end of 2024. So kind of don't have too much more time to work on that. So you saw a quick flip through of my my February 2-page spread, and then my February, the weeks. And now I didn't do a March 2-page spread. And since this is the last week in March, I am just moving right into, let me get this week planned out so I can get this week, and then I will get back to the 2-page spread with April. I did the 2 pages per week layout for this one. You saw me skip 2 pages right there because that is what I will use for my April layout. And when I first started filming this video, I thought I would do the last week of March and then all of April. And I didn't do that for this video. So anyway, I used one of my basic layouts, which is Monday to Thursday on the left side of the page, on the left side of the notebook, and then Friday with a blank spot, and Saturday and Sunday on the bottom. You can see that I did not really go out of my way to find all of my tools because I just used a sticker sheet for drawing the lines, and I made the line like not wiggly, but I messed up the line in the top on the middle, and then at the bottom I did cover up the top middle one with a sticker. You'll see that later on. I used a really skinny sticker and was able to cover that up. So that worked out really well for me. But I thought that I would use the washi. You see all the washi at the top of the screen? I had a moment where I thought I was going to use a bunch of washi tape because that was how I was feeling when I first started getting my stickers out. And then I ended up using 0 washi tapes in this week layout. I also am going to end up throwing away these little stickers here that you see me fussing with because I could not get them off of the page easily. I love Sunshine Sticker Co. I think it is I think one thing is that they're old stickers, not super old, but old-ish. But then also they weren't necessarily cut like all the way through to be able to be pulled off of the sticker sheet easily. So I ended up getting annoyed and just throwing them all away. And then I used the circle days of the week. And I kind of liked it. It really worked out because those are sort of rainbow-ish colors, multicolored. Those are multicolor circle stickers for the days of the week. And so I pulled in some other rainbow stickers to be able to coordinate and go along with the week layout. I used teeny tiny date dots, the numbers of the month. For one thing, I don't like leftover stickers, and I don't know. I needed to just use a few because it's just for these last days of, these last days of March. And so since that's all I was looking for, I lucked out and I found the teeny tiny stickers, and I just have this one page of kind of leftover date dots from, past spreads that I didn't finish. So I was definitely able to take advantage of that and use that. And then I use the large blue circles for the first couple days of April. And I'll keep using those blue circles for the rest of the month. That is something that I like to do. I don't necessarily feel like I have to match like the colors or anything like that because it's just the date dot. I sort of concern myself with the date, but at the same time, I'm more interested in, or I don't know if concerned, the day. And I start my weeks on Monday. So, it kind of works out. I do like that I was able to lay that Monday, the weekly sticker down. And it kind of looks like the line I drew in the back made a little border next to the, letters for days of the week. I thought that added a nice touch. And then I added 4 trackers. This time I am tracking walking, no spending, reading, and being creative. I used to have stickers that said be creative. I don't know if I ordered those custom or if a shop was selling them, but I'm pretty sure I don't have them anymore. I'm not trying to not spend, even though I just said I was tracking no spending, but I'm definitely trying to not purchase more stickers, even though you might have seen me purchase stickers lately. I did find, when I cleaned up my craft area, my sewing area, I found the Advent from Coffee Monsters Co. And I don't know if I recorded that and put it up on the channel or not, but I did do that last year. And so I ended up with quite a few more washies from Coffee Monsters Co., which is cool. I like her designs. I like this. I like the washi tapes. So one of the things that I'm doing this week is going away on a quilting retreat. I cannot wait. I am so ready. I'm so ready and so happy to go. I'm leaving on Thursday and I'll be gone through the weekend. And so I want to make a separate, probably like just 2 pages, a 2-page spread for my retreat stuff. The women planning it's part of the local quilt guild here, and we're going about an hour. I think it's about an hour, maybe hour and a half away. They do a sleepover retreat twice a year. And since I am going to be moving at some point this year, I knew this was my last chance to be able to go. So I signed up right away. The sleepaway retreat for the Quilt Guild is super popular, and it sells out and it ends up with like a wait list because the guild is pretty big. So you see I added the craft time here, and then I added a sewing machine on Friday, and then I added one of the Get Crafty stickers on Saturday. I didn't add anything on Sunday because you will see that I later added a larger like rainbow sticker. And so what I need to do is make my retreat list. And I'm trying to decide what to do. So I don't remember if I've showed my super old, well, not super old. I don't remember if I showed my older bullet journals where I wrote I kept a pantry and freezer inventory, and I wrote all of the items in pen, and then I wrote the quantities in pencil. And so I'm trying to decide kind of what to do with the retreat list. Maybe I'm going to write the items all in pen and then put check boxes down, or maybe I'll just use like the film strip check boxes, like the tiny ones I'm using here. I have bigger ones that have 5 check boxes. Maybe I would do that and be able to show or like keep track of what I would pack for a retreat. I don't know. I just don't want to forget anything, especially for this, because this one is 4 days long. And that's a long time to be able to, just be able to focus on sewing. And I have so many projects and so much stuff. And you want to bring a variety of projects because you don't know what you feel like doing each day. You don't know what, are you going to want to sew? Are you going to want to quilt? Are you going to want to like work on an old project? You're going to want to like cut something out and start all over. Oh, here's where I found the Spring Forward sticker. And we just did Spring Forward here in Germany. And so it is a couple weeks later than the United States. And I wanted to use the sticker. Otherwise, it was going to be there for like another year. So I put the sticker down and then drew an arrow to be like, I did this yesterday. I also wrote down a bunch of stuff that I had already finished because I needed to get it out of my head. I think that's one of the really great things about bullet journals, about list making in general. I've always been a list maker, but list making in general allows you to get that stuff out of your head. What I've been doing is not something I recommend. I've been using my Google Calendar, which I use the Google Calendar all the time anyway to keep track of appointments. And but I had started using the calendar as like a note, like a to-do list kind of capture. I have a calendar set up that's just called Bills and Errands, and it's hidden from everybody in my family. Only I can see it because it's just mine. It's just like go to the grocery store or, whatever. And I've been using it a lot more lately, which is how I realized I had been neglecting my bullet journal. So definitely interested to get back into this and to figure this out. I have several things going on this week because I have a couple of things in the evenings. I'm trying a little bit harder to get involved in things I'm interested in and things I'm asked to participate in back in the United States, which fills up my evenings over here just because of the time difference. My meeting on what date is that? The 28th. SFI is Secure Families Initiative. And I'll have a link in the description for you if you want to check it out. It is an organization for military families, military spouses, veterans, and it teaches you to be able to clearly and concisely speak about issues that affect military families with those in charge, with those people who have access to being able to make a difference. And so they offer various trainings, and I was asked to co-chair the Indigenous Caucus. And so that is the first meeting that I'm able to participate in as the co-chair. So I'm really, really happy about that. And, that just shows you that you never know how or where opportunities will come up. And so this one I met through a friend of mine works with them, and she recommended them. So I joined the organization probably right away, like at least a year ago, maybe even 2 years ago at this point. And I get the newsletters, and I was not able to really participate in too many things last year. And although I tried as best as I could to be available because of the time difference, and I was this year's 2023 USAG Stuttgart Military Spouse of the Year. And so because of being Military Spouse of the Year, I was able to find, somebody was able to find me, and then I was able to participate in this way of being the co-chair for the Indigenous and Native Peoples Caucus. So I'm really, really happy about that. So got that meeting out of my head, got it out of my, onto my bullet journal, filled in some stuff there. And then now you see me writing down a couple more books. I'm definitely going to run out of space for my books because I keep track of that in Goodreads, and I've kept track in Goodreads for years. And so that has just a really long list, but I don't know that I'm going to be able, I'm not transferring anything that I'm not reading. So I've already read all those books. I think I'm up to 15 or 16 for the year, and it's only March. So I'm super, super proud of myself. I have a few more things to write down with what did I make with beadwork and with my quilting. And that might be the beadwork, and then this might be my quilting one. I might have mixed those up, but I need to get back in there and make those updates. I also have some extra things I need to get done in terms of like making lists to prep for moving. So we've got January. Here's my YouTube. Kind of neglected you guys. Sorry about that. Here's my quote pages, which I love a good quote, and so I definitely keep track of those. I have a list of 110 items that I'm going to have to buy when I get back to the States. You don't think about all the appliances you don't have. And so here's one last look at flipping through February really fast. And then here is my week in March. I did write March at the top just to keep track for myself because it is only 1 week. And then next up, you will be seeing the 2-page spread for April and the first few weeks or first week or two in April. So I hope you're having a good one, and I will see you soon.